Alright, what's up guys, this is Crown King here, and I'm here with Marcus, also known as Dumbo349, and today we're going to be commentating over a King series between Jim, the current King, and Alex, the Challenger. So let's go ahead and get this started.
And we are starting on Hydro. Jim has decided to go Dart, Farm, Sub, and Ninja for his 4th tower, not choosing to re-roll. We will see whether this bites him in the butt or not.
Yeah, normally on this, I like to re-roll a couple times and try and get Tack Shooter in order to get a Blade Maelstrom for that deadly round 13 rush.
And we can see both players are starting off with the 1-0 farm.
Yep.
And are we going to see any round 2 rushes? Lily is going for some early blues. This is forcing Sano Doubloons to place his spikes and upgrade his sub. Meanwhile, Lily is still just chilling on the 0-0, and Sano Doubloons is going to rush this. But Lily
getting up a second farm there, getting a bit greedy, might bite him in the butt, causing him to lose a couple more lives here. Places his second spike.
And will he be able to get his air boost darts up in time? I think he'd be slightly ahead in money at this point. And we see both players
Both
are
opponents
leaking.
losing lives. Yep, there we go.
Jim going for
Jim
some...
sending some pinks right there, trying to get some damage. Alex luckily going to be able to get the air burst darts up in time.
And he's going to not send any pinks. So he hasn't wasted any money on pinks, which means he's probably going to take the lead in Farm Eco. But then again, this is an iffy map because there's more farm spots on the left side as opposed to the right.
Indeed.
So both players are just going to get up their farms now. There's no way you can rush air burst darts. Maybe with a little bit of layering you could get some lives, but you know, it's really not worth the money. And they can just use their energy instead.
Indeed. I'm really curious about what 4th tower Alex got, because if he got something along the lines of like an ice tower, a chipper, or something like a Tack Shooter, that is going to benefit him more than a ninja. But Jim has more of a setup for late game with the ninja to be able to go for that ability and defend against mobs. But maybe this is going to end in a round 13 rush, but we're not too sure yet. Looks like no opponents are going to send any greens to mix in with these AI balloons. Both just focusing on their farm economy, which is very important in early game.
Yes, and we see they are both roughly equal. One player may choose to go for another farm.
Yep,
and
Jim is going to try and fit another farm right there.
Will
while
he be able
Alex
to get it?
focuses on defense.
It's like just a little bit out. Oh,
yeah,
you're killing
that is
me, Jim.
Unfortunate. Jim's starting to get up a Dart Monkey. Maybe he's going to set up all 3 there, getting prepared for that deadly round 13 rush.
I always like to get up 3 there because I feel like if I place a Juggernaut there too early, I'm not going to be able to fit 3 Dart Monkeys there. And we see Alex is layering some whites with some yellows. Will this damage Jim at all?
Ooh.
That causes a fair bit of lives and leakage, and this is going to force Jim to rush. Meanwhile, Alex has his Juggernaut up already, and we shall see whether that will be able to be...
Alex playing very aggressive this game, setting some ledge, trying to mix it in with the pinks, and that is going to do a lot of damage to Jim, unfortunately, in his case.
Not as much as the yellow rush.
Luckily, Jim didn't have to use the battle energy, which is going to benefit him for round 13, just in case any rushes are sent. Jim getting prepared to get that plutonium reactor up, just in case Alex does decide to rush.
And what are the advantages and disadvantages to using the submarine there as a reactor? Are there any advantages to it instead of going, for Dart Monkeys as Alex is doing?
Personally, with my encounter in this, facing Jim, he does use this strategy a lot against me, and it's very useful for when people rush, such as Jim just did there against Alex. It's able to take a regrow Zebra Rush fairly well, weakening the balloons just enough for the dart monkeys and the submarines to be able to take it out fairly easily.
And Jim
being very smart, going for a teaser rush, and it looks like Alex is going to have to sell his farms and get up a Super Monkey fan club, which is very beneficial for Jim at this point.
Because this means he's going to have to sell, rebuy all his farms, and this is going to cause him to go up. And he is going to use his energy on this rush to defend. He has to pick up all those bananas.
He didn't get up the plutonium reactor. That's weird. Gets up a ninja.
I think he's going to go for the sabotage if he sends a secondary rush. Or maybe not.
There we go. Plutonium reactor right there. So Alex in a disadvantage right here.
And he's going for another rush. And this is going to do...
Nope. Easily
4 lives
down by
of damage. And we see that he used his energy as well, I think. Alex did, I mean.
Ooh, Jim sends a Moab. I'm really curious about how much money Alex has left after buying and rebuying and sending that rush.
I expect he's going to have to resell that other one. And he's layering it with some zebras. Is this going to do anything?
Ooh, here we go. Let's see.
Do absolute. Yep, I thought that. Usually, if a Moab goes through, they've DC'd, and so that is going to be 1-0 to Jim. And now we are playing on Pyramid Steps, my favorite map.
I honestly suck at this map. Alex always chooses this against me, and I just suck. Luckily, in Jim's case, he does get the Ice Tower for last, so that's really going to benefit him in late game if Moabs are sent. Obviously, both players are going to start off with that 1-0 farm, and then they're going to move on to get their Dart Monkey up. So, how do you feel about this map? Do you think lives are too important as other maps?
I think it's very similar to Temple, in which case... You know, you want to be up in lives, but you also want to be able to defend till round 38 or 37 or whenever it ends, which is very hard to do with Dart Farm Ace, which is the most common loadout on these types of maps.
So Jim didn't send any balloons there. It looks like he's trying to get more farm economy up.
I think Lily is as well, so we can see he's placing his farm. What I just learned is that Jim actually goes for the 2 zeros because they're easier to micro.
Indeed. Looks like Alex is going to send some pinks here, forcing Jim to battle energy. Jim sends all 5 pinks there, forcing Alex to use a battle energy as well.
Yep. And so now both players are going to try and get some lives on each other. Jim going straight for the Dart Monkey.
Ooh, it looks like he is going to leak 1 life here. Yep. Down to 149.
And Alex is leaking a bit too because he's gone a bit greedy. We see that he is pushed ahead in the farm eco, and this is obviously going to cost him some lives because he cannot get his triple darts up in time. And he is selling his Dart Monkey, so he has been extremely greedy. Will he use his battle energy on this rush? Doesn't look like it, eh? Oh, he's going for the triple darts from the get-go. And we see this is costing him a fair bit of life, so he wants to go for...
That is going to bite him in the butt a little bit late game if Jim is able to take him to round 38 without losing any more lives, or if he does, it needs to be above 125.
Yep, and it's usually the player who gets ahead in the farm eco who ends up winning because they just get their opponent down so low on eco and then, you know, ends up with the 4-2 while your opponent has 2 4-2s and then you can't defend anymore after the ZOMGs. If it's an early ZOMG rush, that's what's going to happen. If it's a late ZOMG rush, well, it's just going to see whether Jim can micro quick enough. And there's a wee little yellow rush to try and get some lives.
Jim not going to battle energy, he's just going to get up another triple darts, losing some lives.
Not enough.
Jim has a very interesting 4-0 Dart Monkey spot here. I like Alex's personally better just because of that straight line down, but Jim's does help with that little angle down there where it's leaning towards it just in case a little rush does go. Jim getting prepared for any rush, round 13 rush, or even any earlier rush than that, trying to beat out on battle energy if Alex does that.
And we see Alex is going to get his Juggernaut up now. He got that. That's 4-2-0, just a little bit quicker than Jim did, and so he's going to be ahead in the farm eco today.
Yep.
And so now we can expect to see some mixing in rushes. You see Jim going for some camo zebras, just in case that Lily hasn't got his triple darts up to camo. But he did just in time, and he's still ahead.
It looks like Jim is saving up in order to get a Banana Republic rather than going for another 2-0 farm. Yup.
Do you reckon he's going to go for 2 Republics?
Possibly just to make up for not having the 5-2-0 farms before getting a Banana Republic.
And Mouse Hunt.
What is it?
All about that Mouse Hunt life.
Mouse Hunt every day.
Every day, every play.
Ooh,
And
Alex looks like, he gets the 4-0 farm up just in time in order to get that farm boost. Very important. Looks like Jim is
saving up
behind
for
a
it.
lot in economy. He's not going to be going for that second Banana Republic. He's going to try and micro here, but those bananas are getting in the way. So let's see.
Yep.
Oh, he's not. Ooh, there we go. That's some pretty quick micro there.
Them micro schools. OP.
Yep.
And so we see that Lily is actually ahead. And is he sending anything? He is sending a Moab at Jim, along with some some regen zebras. And this is going to cause Jim to overreact so much. Will this Moab get through? Oh
It
no!
looks like he is going to die. Dang, he wasn't able to micro quick enough, biting him in the butt. Next map is going to be Snowy Castle, I believe.
Oh man, that was just so intense. He was just not prepared for that rush, eh? He sees Alex flying up his farms and then bang, a rush. And so, he didn't expect it at all, and so that's essentially what caught Jim off guard.
Yeah.
And then now we're on Snowy Castle. I actually haven't played this map very much. I'm not too familiar with it, so I'll let you have a go at talking about it, Crowned.
Yeah, I actually recently played this a couple times for BOTM versus Josh. So even I talked to Jim actually asking him what I should go on this map when I faced Josh because I wasn't too sure. So both going for the same spot there. And Jim told me what's important on this map is to get a reactor at the top and the bottom. Therefore being able to defend a lot of those balloons that are going to be sent at you. Because this is a small map. So yeah.
And so you need 2 reactors.
Yeah, 2 reactors. One at the top, one at the bottom. Very important for rushes. The ninja, very useful, especially with Jim getting that ace. I'm not sure if this is gonna go late game because normally it ends by round 18 for me, but that could be different because both of these players are very experienced. They know a lot about each and every map.
The main reason you can't, be as farm thing is because there's a limit on the placement of farms. There's only about 2 or 3 farm spots per side, and I don't even think some of them are accessible. You see players trying to go for it, especially like in the top right where it says Lee A and B. I think there's a spot there that some people try and go for, like Josh.
Yeah. Personally, I prefer Eco on this map. But it kind of bites you in the butt when people are going farms because those deadly rushes can really affect you.
Yeah.
Jim getting his second farm up a little bit late, but other than that...
And we see that there's
difference.
this anti-stall sub-spot that they use. What's up with that?
I actually don't know. I like to put my submarine where the reactor would go, and then I sell it and then get the reactor, like at the bottom.
At the bottom, alright. So, do you need 2 reactors for this map, or is that like optimum?
Yes, you do need 2 reactors, because normally on maps like Battle Park and, the other snowy map, I always forget that, North Pole, I think it is, you have a nice spot in order to pop all the balloons, but this, it's kind of a short, little distance span that you get in order to pop the balloon, so it's important that you get 2 of them.
For Camo Rushes and Theorem.
Yeah, Camo Rushes, Regen... I always forget it.
Regen Rainbows.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I normally get a reactor up there and at the bottom by... Yeah, see, Jim is going for the 2 reactors.
He is indeed, but will he be able to afford them up in time? He's probably going to upgrade that one to Airburst darts. If Lily rushes.
Sending some leads here. Jim going to be able to get that reactor in a nick of time.
Just
Dang, that was
that
close. He
just
could
about to go past.
Yeah.
And he's getting ready
As
for
you can
that
see,
second reactor as
Jim
well.
getting prepared, in order to get his second reactor up.
And Alex, interesting going cannon, having it up just on the right there.
I'm positive he got that as a re-roll. I mean a roll. Because normally people go ninja on this map, and I've seen him go ninja on here before, but maybe not. You never know. Looks like Jim is getting prepared to rush him with some stuff, just because of the fact that he doesn't have a second reactor up. He's going to try and exploit that.
And we saw that he got that 3-0 up quite early as opposed to Jim. And so we see he is again ahead in the farm economy as he usually is. Because Alex is a good farmer. I've known this because I think I was the very first player to play him. He farmed very well on Battle Park.
Ooh!
And he's going for a quick ceramic rush. Will this do anything? It probably would have done more if it was a camo ceramic, in all honesty, because that airburst was able to hit it at the start there and get some damage on it.
Yeah, getting some damage on it. Looks like Jim is going for a little teaser rush here.
Not doing anything because of the 3-0 cannon.
Indeed. Jim already focusing on defense rather than Alex in this case, as he is focusing more on farms.
Oh, no, going for a quick
Oh.
regrow rainbow rush, which has just...
I honestly don't understand why he did that, seeing as the first time he tried to regrow rainbow rush, it kind of
I suppose he
failed,
was hoping that it would get through the reactor's pop limit or something, that it wouldn't be able to damage it either.
No, he didn't. If he balloon boasted them, they might have done some damage, I'm not too sure.
And we see that
Jim trying to fit a submarine, having a little bit of trouble, may lose some bananas over that, but nope, he's able to get him.
What Alex should do here is probably send a Moab at him, because he does not have enough for a Moab at this stage.
Yeah. Interesting strat with Alex at the moment, going for some Moab Maulers just in case Jim is going to send some stuff. What I would try and do is BFB, balloon boost it, see if that would do some damage.
Trick is not hitting the balloon boost too soon as you hit the BFB, because otherwise it's going to run out before the BFB even gets on the screen, eh?
Ooh, Alex going for a BFB, not balloon boosted though. Let's see what Jim's gonna do.
Jim
here.
is gonna counter rush here with fast cooldown
Moab.
Moabs.
May be able to defeat Alex here, depending on how lucky he is. He's
We
getting
see
the 4-0
Alex did
cannon
not
up.
have ninja. Basically, you can see that he's going for the 4-0 cannon, and so his fourth tower will remain unknown to this day. And he's going for some fast cooldown ceramics. This is going to be the end for Jim. 2-1 to Alex. GG. And now we are on the great map of indoor pools.
Yep.
What is the highest round that has been achieved in a bottom series on this map? Do you know?
I honestly don't know. I hate playing this map. I actually recently challenged Jim to a series, and it was 1-1, and he picked indoor pools, and I honestly just have so many problems with this map. It's just unbelievable. But Jim actually has a pretty good strat going with the sniper there. He normally likes to sell his farms on round 12, I think, and then get up a 2-3 sniper in order to defend any regrow zebra rush.
He'd be right there. And
yeah.
Lily choosing to go for 0-1 dart monkeys instead of straight for the triple darts, so as not to leak as much as Jim.
Yeah.
Both players choosing not to use their spikes, but to save them for this pink rush, which is going to come out on round 4.
True. Normally, what I like to do is rather than losing lives in the beginning, I place spikes in the first two spots where the AI balloons come out at the end of each little track there. And it looks like both players going for a pink rush.
Both using their battle energy on it. Alex getting his farm up. Meanwhile, Jim going for his Dart Monkey. And we see this is going to cause Alex to leak quite a bit. Now remember, this is a BOTM King series, so it's the best of 5. Whoever gets to 3 points, 3 wins, first wins. And so Jim is desperate on this map for a win. He's quite well versed in this map, so we can expect to see a fantastic series on this map here.
Yeah, especially with his strat, it's pretty much unbeatable.
It's the dominant strat.
As long as you don't beat him before round 13.
Which is very hard to do.
Yeah, indeed.
And so we see he's going for his farm up now. Alex may choose to go for the 2-0 farm because his energy is probably back now. But we shall see, we shall see.
See, I normally die to round either 8 rushes or 10 rushes just because I get really greedy with farms on this map. But obviously Jim, very experienced with this map, as normally in series like this he likes to choose this map in as a last resort, and he normally wins it. As you can see, Jim getting up that sniper, preparing for a regrow Zebra rush. So let's see here.
He's going for the 1-2 to start off. Will he go for the... And it's quite good because it actually provides early lead detection as well. I prefer to go Dart Farm Ninja on this map, and the hardest thing is honestly leads. I usually have to sell my farm just a bit early for leads. And we see Alex going for Operation Dartstorm, not having any lead detection, so he's not buying that up early. And Say No to Balloons going for some Zebras, both using their battle energy. Jim going for that regrow Rainbow Rush. And this forces Alex to sell. Indeed it is. Just too late to rush. And that's going to...
It's Temple next. One of my favorite maps. I remain undefeated on this map, even against Jim.
Oh. And it's a 2-2, so this is going to be the decider map here, guys. 2-2, the final map, Temple. Both going farm strats. What do you think of Jackson's eco strat for this map?
I personally, I think it's very weak to a Moab rush.
I think it's...
But, I mean, if he gets a good defense in time without being greedy, he's kind of able to take it late game. I've watched a couple of series with him using the eco strat. Personally, if you ever saw Joseway's eco strat, I like it better. He likes to use Chipper rather than going with Ace, which is kind of good at times. Alex might growing with the
2-0 farm. Selling his Dart Monkey, as is often done, to just push ahead in the farm eco just a little bit, and we see that Jim has got his farm up around later, and we shall see whether this means that Alex will have more money or not. Did it pay off in the long run? Both players
normally
using their battle energy on this rush. What were you saying?
Normally what I see with Alex is he's always able to up his opponent in farms. He's kind of a greedy, but a benefiting greedy, if you know what I mean by that. Like, his greed, he's able to defend when people send stuff at him, but he's able to get that farm eco just high up to the point where his opponent can't even reach it by the time, as long as they're both sending balloons at each other. Jim is more of an aggressive player rather than going for the farm eco up straight away. Yep. As you can see, he's normally setting balloons against his opponent here.
He's balanced with rushing and getting up farms, whereas, there's not very many people that can do what Alex does. As you've just explained, there's only 3 people that I know who have been able to do that, and that's Alex, as you can see here, Andrew, and Fangbang 711.
Yeah, Fangbang 711. Oh my gosh. Ooh, he's just so good. He's an aggressive player, but he's just so good with his farm economy, managing it and everything. I really look up to him and respect him. He kind of left for a little bit, but I heard he's coming back in June, I believe.
Oh, that's cool. Can't wait to commentate some King Series with him, eh? Chris?
Yeah.
And so we
I
see
actually
both...
want to challenge him as soon as he gets back. But anyways, back into the game.
Alex
Jim getting
going...
prepared for any round 8 rush. Alex being a bit greedy here, going for a 1-0
Zero-
farm,
0-0
but getting
farm.
prepared for that round 8 rush.
Soon to be 1-0. Perhaps. Yep, getting it. Waiting for that cue from Jim. And we see he's probably going to get the 2-0 up. There we go. And Jim choosing to yellow rush.
That was actually a perfect time. Perfect time for that. Waiting until he gets his 2-0 farm up.
And
Let's
we
see if
see
he's able to get some lives. It looks
those
like he's not going to
spikes
be able to.
just working perfectly out for Alex right there. And
Jim being a little bit more aggressive, sending some a regrow lead.
these are deadly
pair,
if you
and
don't
then-
have enough triple darts.
Yeah.
You have to have 2 or 3, otherwise they're just going to regrow into leads too quickly. And we see Alex going for 5 2-0s by round 13. No easy feat, I can assure you that, here today. And we see both players preparing for any rush. What I noticed with bottom now is that you don't rush on round 13, you round on round 14, you rush on round 15, you rush it when they don't expect it.
Exactly, especially round 15, 16 when those bananas are just flooding in your way, kind of disabling your micro skills just by a tiny bit. Alex going for a second Banana Republic, just to up his opponent here, which in this case is obviously Jim, as Jim is just saving up in order to get a 4-0 ASAP. Looks like he's going to be able to get it after this round here.
Will Alex be able to get it?
Let's see.
Alex
Oh, it looks like they...
not choosing to go for it, but instead choosing to have a bit more bananas than his opponent, you know, just going for that gradual income increase, so he's going to have a bit more money when he gets his Republic, if he's getting his Republic.
Oh, I just noticed Jim has the Ninja for this map, which is really good in his case for the Moabs.
Assuming he remembers that it's there.
Yeah.
I've seen him forget too many a time that he is Ninja, and that ends up, you know, biting him in the butt. And we see that Alex is preparing for a Moab. He probably has Ninja or something like that, as well as...
Oh, that's what I see Alex do. He, you saw how he sold his 4-0 farm, and then he got another one up just to get that farm boost.
Yeah. I
Normally
do
you
that
don't see
too.
that from your opponents, but
I haven't
he's
like
able to pull it off fairly well.
I haven't quite calculated yet, just because I'm too lazy to calculate whether it's better or not. And we see Alex is massively ahead in Eco now. He has that 2 4-2s up, well, 1-4-2, 1-4-0, and we see he's going to prepare for this Moab. Will he have enough to take it down?
Oh.
That's getting a bit far.
Oh.
He actually had to sell it for that. But he
did get that farm boost there.
We see how he milked it for as much as he could, waiting out for that Super Monkey fan club. Big props to him for doing that. Whereas we see that Jim is just gradually getting more money from that 4-0, and we see that Lily is just going to have a massive farm boost than Jim when we get to late game. And both players seemingly no lives lost as well.
Yeah, which is very important, especially on Temple. You want to have the most lives as possible, but both staying even here. But we got to pay attention closely to these rounds coming up. Round 28, round 32. If they do get that far, those group ceramics can be deadly.
If they are not prepared.
Yeah.
And so we see Jim is spamming dart monkeys, getting ready to upgrade to triple darts. So he's... What is going through Jim's head at this point? he's thinking he's going to be sending BFBs at me. I want to get some gradual triple darts to damage it as far as I can, and then I'm going to use the ninja to, to slow down the BFB so that it can be popped by the triple darts, and then selling them for the Super Monkey Fan Club. So what we're seeing here is he's trying to conserve his energy.
And wow, look at that farm economy from Alex. Just absolutely amazing how he's able to get so much economy. Even by round 23, normally at my point during this game, I only have 2 Banana Republics just because of the fact that I play very aggressively. Jim trying to catch up in economy. He does get a third 4-2 banana farm up. I'm just getting spammed with messages from the chat, which is, oh my god, it's annoying. But anyways, back to the game. Round 23, still no lives lost. Jim very prepared for a rush. Same with Alex.
And we see Alex is going for that farm up in the corner, choosing not to surround the space.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that. Interesting.
I noticed that because the farm crates weren't being picked up, and that was obviously him trying to place it in there, because that is quite a hard spot. I've tried it myself and I couldn't get it.
Yeah, Jackson seems very lucky. Whenever he goes farms on this map, he's always able to get it up. But Alex sending a Moab, forcing Jim to get up a Super Monkey Fan Club. I don't think he really wanted to use his battle energy there. As you can see, he's getting him up to 2-2.
And that's going to cause them to get maximum poppage, and he's going to sell that so he can get the next 4-0. And we see Alex already two farms ahead.
Oh my god.
He is just so far ahead. He's going to be able to ZOMG rush so much before Sato deploys, and we see that he's able to rush Jim, but this is going to take away some of his advantage. And we see that Jim is preparing for this rush, and he's going to be getting an ace up. ASAP.
Yeah. He's getting an ace up ASAP.
He is indeed. And we see he's going for Spectre by the looks of it. He's going for never miss targeting. So he's probably going to upgrade that to Spectre very shortly. Getting ready to pop those UMGs into BFBs, into Moabs, so that he can ground zero them.
Yeah, Alex just so far up in economy, and I think at this point he'd be able to send an infinite Oh my god rush.
Probably could, but right now he has to concentrate on defense because this is the round where the first natural Moabs come out.
Yeah, it looks like Jim gets up his Spectre there, and he's going to Super Monkey Fan Club, just to guarantee himself the fact that no balloons are going to get through.
Now, this could be devastating for Alex because, we have this rush on 28. He's like placing that little spike there, just in case a ceramic decides to come through. I won't die from it now. And he has Blade Maelstrom.
Wait, why did he go for the Blade Maelstrom?
For those ceramics, because those juggernauts only have 100 pop limit, I believe. And so he's trying not to use this Super Monkey Fan Club until it gets to the thing, to avoid selling, rebuying it. And we see he's got those 4-2s up. And he might be going for Lagstrom right here. Lamstrom plus ZOMG Rush, we can see it just creeping up on the screen.
Yeah.
ZOMG, say hi.
Dang.
Jim / Alex, maybe say bye. And, oh
my god.
Alex with the balloon chippers.
Oh my god.
He lasted out to late game, and so this is looking very bad for Jim. He's going to have to go for the draw here. There is no way he will be able to main lives on Alex at this stage. The only thing that's really going to be able to get some lives on him, will he be able to ground zero this in time? The Moabs!
Oh my god.
Perfectly timed ground zero there. And we see he's having to micro these abilities.
At this point, what I would do would be space to sell all the farms just for more space by spamming ground zeros. Oh
And
my
we
god,
see-
this is getting very close here. Will he leak anything?
Alex is going for the Maelstroms just to make it slower. You know, if he sees Moabs come down, he's going to use those Stroms to devastate
Oh
Jim,
my god.
make him unable to buy
This-
his.
Ooh.
And we see it's just
Jim
a bit
getting
too late.
very lucky with his ground zeros, perfectly timing them, which is very important against these Moabs.
And we've gone past round 32. We've gone past the Deathly round. But will he survive long enough to survive late game Temple? That is the question here, guys. The Moabs are getting stronger every round. Will Jim be able to
Jim's
keep this
only
up?
hope is to be able to stall until round 38 and then play it safe with the next
And we
match.
see so often.
He's not going to have enough for the ground zero. He's going to grab some crates, go for the ground zero, hit it. Ooh.
Just
ground zero,
microing
oh my
so
God.
quick. And this ZOMG here is getting a bit far. Just intenseness all over the place. Alex with his free 0-4 balloon chippers being able to store perfectly, so he is completely safe. All the action right now is on Jim's side, where he has been infinitely ZOMG rushed, and he's having to micro his abilities perfectly to survive until round 38 or whenever it is.
Oh
And this
my
is
God.
this is why Jim is king. This is why he's been king for so long, is his ability to just outlast his opponent without even using the balloon chipper.
Yeah. Some players in BOTM do look down upon the chipper as really OP. Jim making good use of his ground zeros, timing them perfectly. But the question now comes down to, will Jim be able to stall until round 38 and play it with the next match?
Yep.
Ooh.
And we
Looks
see
like they're not getting too close here. He's perfectly timing the ground zeros.
now one thing you have to notice is he's not building any more ZOMG / Moab popping power. He's going straight for the ground zeros with the defense he has. I think I saw a little balloon jitsu there at the back. And
Yeah.
So he's going straight for the ground zeros, no qualms whatsoever. Will this be a draw? That is the big question here, guys.
Ooh, round 36. All he has to do is last 2 more rounds, and it's a draw. Getting very close here. It looks like Jim might leak here. Come on. Ooh.
And that's
Oh my
popping
God.
it.
Come on, Jim.
Come on.
Come on, Jim.
Oh, he's
Yes.
just. Oh, do you see that pink balloon there?
Yes.
It was like
So-
low, 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 and then it doesn't make it through at all.
Oh my God, I'm amazed right now. Jim is doing amazing right now with the ground zeros timing it, but it looks like that oh my God did get too close to the end.
And Willie,
And it looks like, ooh,
he's
battle
having to.
energy, going for the ground zero.
He's gonna have to go for multiple ground zeros to defeat this one. Otherwise, that thing's just gonna pop into Moabs, and then he is gonna be down. Oh,
Oh.
what?
Wait, what happened there?
What? Okay, I'm gonna go back a bit. So here he is defending a ZOMG.
Wait, oh, it gets to round 38?
Huh? I think it does. He lasted till
I think it does.
38.
Oh, it does go to round 38.
So he's like, oh, it's around 38. Just take a screenshot. Jim,
Oh my,
My
God,
gosh.
that was absolutely amazing.
late game Temple. It's a thing now, guys. Be prepared.
Jim was completely amazing with the ground zeros. I would never be able to do that. Oh my God.
Jim's micro on form, and we see that now each player's on 2.5 points, as it was a draw by round 38.
Ooh. Ink plot as the next map, which looks like it's gonna be a short game. Normally, it never goes too late game on ink plot.
I'm
But it
gonna
all
be
depends.
honest, I've never survived a BFB on this map without Buccaneer. It's
You
just
go
so.
boats on this map?
Well, I prefer to go boats as like a fourth tower.
Oh yeah, for
Because
fourth
otherwise, if
tower.
you get that SMFC up too late, if you don't have it by the time they send a BFB, you know, that thing's just going to rock through your defense and you're done. Unless you counter
I know.
rush.
Yeah, I normally go sub ninja, farm, and then roll for cannon for my last tower if I'm lucky.
And we see that sub is going to be primarily used for defense in the early game. Probably going to go for the reactor and the head of the dolphin there.
The dolphin.
Yeah, that's what I call it. It's a dolphin. And we see each player going for pinks, not doing any damage. Both of them getting up there 0-2. Just in time to stop those pinks. And we see, I think Jim lost a couple of spikes there, but we shall see indeed. Alex again.
See, Alex is going for the 3-1-0 farms rather than getting up 2-0 farms, which is kind of weird because normally in order to micro on this map, people like to go 2-0 farms.
And we shall see whether Alex's micro will be as beastly as Jim's was last game.
Looks like he lost some bananas there. I don't know if that was the ping or
Probably was
not.
the ping.
Okay.
And so Jim thinking about rushing there. But no, he's going to go for the farm. And Alex will get his 2-0 up soon. Yep, there we go.
So both pretty even in farms at the moment. Greens at this point could be a little bit deadly. Jim getting prepared for any round 8 rush that may come from Alex. Alex doing the same for any round 8 rush that may come from Jim. Both players playing it very safe on this map just because of the fact that it's a very short map, so rushes are like 3 times more deadly than normal. Alex getting prepared to get a reactor.
Yep.
At the head of the dolphin, as Marcus says.
And Say No to Balloons deciding to go for Juggernauts instead. Probably going to go switch to the reactor at some point, maybe.
Ooh, Jim making an aggressive play going for...
And Alex going to have
leads.
to sell this farm. Or he's going to have to sell that reactor. I don't know. He's going to let these leads just leak through. And he gets that Juggernaut up just in time. Leaking a little bit to keep his greed.
And he's still up in farms.
And he manages to get that reactor up too. And we see that that rush is doing nothing. 20 lives for an extra 2-0 farm. I'd take that.
Very true.
And we see both players preparing for round 15 rushes. Where, you know, it's ceramic, zebras and rainbows all over the show.
Yeah. Looks like Jim isn't going for a reactor.
No, he's choosing...
Normally I see him.
He's choosing instead to go for 2 advanced intels. I'm thinking that I might switch over to the reactors because they seem to just be a little less iffy than the advanced intel, because if it's not on the range then it's not going to be hitting those camos. Luckily on this map those juggernauts have a pretty darn big radius. And we see that Alex might go for this 4-0 farm before round 18. I don't see 4-0 farms on this map very often.
Yeah, me neither. But again, Alex does always seem to surprise us.
Yep. And remember, this is his first King Series as well. So we see that he
looks like Jim is going to go for that Moab, and Alex does get that 4-0 farm up.
He's going to have to use his energy on this rush. There we go. Will he defend this? And those juggernauts just perfectly defeating all those ceramics and the children within the Moab. Perfectly.
Perfectly. Jim going for some more ceramics, but it's not going to do too much damage here.
Because there's too much air boost darts and they're too spaced. And we see that Alex is keeping that 4-0 farm. He's not upgrading it to 4-2 if you'll notice, because 4,000 is a bit of a stretch at the moment, especially when you got ZOMGs, some BFBs probably going to be sent at you very shortly. What would you send? Would you send the BFB or would you send fast cooldown Moabs?
Definitely a BFB.
Jim using his battle energy just a bit too shortly there. Come on, get it together, mate. You're just using
Get it
too.
together. Actually, he has every right to with that micro last round. Oh my god, Alex does have the
Buccaneer.
yeah.
And he's going
Unfortunately for Jim, he is at 20% battery left, so that's going to be very game changing in this game. No, I'm
Yes,
kidding,
it is.
but,
It's forcing him to rush, you know. And Alex just
Jim
perfectly
going
getting those.
all out with no money left, so pretty crazy. Looks like this game is most likely going to go to Alex, and Alex being smart, sending a BFB after defending a rush.
Yeah.
Will this be the end of Jim?
Jim's reign as king lasting maybe one king series.
Oh my god.
And this room,
And
it's
it looks
just
like Jim is going to die.
just get wrecked there. Okay, let's have a replay there. So here he is. He's selling all his farms, and we see that this is just culminating as a weakness for him, just using that BFB too late. And that is all for tonight, guys. Jim not being able to defend these BFBs, just sending his rush just a bit too late. And so that is going to be all for us today, guys. When you have a new king, Lily AB, otherwise known as Alex. Thank you everyone for watching. Please check out the other vids in the channel. Like if you like this. Crown has left the building. And so I am now going to say ta-ta. Bye-bye everyone.